Chief Minister Nongthombam Birane said a blast contraband drugs worth over 34 crore rupees in international market. Birane says police involved in the drug trading won't disappear. RIMS and JANIMS directors will get first shots of the Covishield to kickstart nationwide vaccination drive against coronavirus in Manipur on 16th of January. Manipur reports 18th new confirmed cases of COVID-19, 41 recoveries in last 24 hours, and no COVID fatality for past 5 consecutive days. Death toll remains 365. Various drivers' unions observed 32nd Drivers' Day 2021 in a subdued manner. People paid tribute to late drivers and handymen. India records 16,946 new COVID-19 cases, taking country's COVID tally above the 1 crore, 5 lakh. Recovery rate stands above 96%. And Neroka Football Club will take on the Trao Football Club in 10th match of the ongoing 14th Hero I-League at West Bengal's Kalyani Municipal Stadium on 15th of January at 7 p.m. Hello, I'm Kanel Shambanduram and you are watching a primetime English bulletin on Impact News. Before we start our bulletin, Impact TV would like to remind all our viewers to wash our hands frequently, wear our masks properly and maintain a safe distance from one another to protect ourselves from coronavirus. Now the top stories and latest news at this hour. Chief Minister Nongthombam Birane said a blast contraband drugs worth 34 crore 12,19,910 rupees in the international market today. The per-trialed drug and the psychotropic substance seized by Narcotic and Affairs of the Border NAB and Manipur police were set on the fire and destroyed at Phungdongbam, the Chingmang, Pidoinu, Laifam Len in the Imphal East district. Speaking on the occasion, Chief Minister Nongthombam Birane said war on drug mission incepted on International Day Against Drug Abuse and Illicit Trafficking on the June 26, 2018 is a committed mission of the present government and nobody can derail it with unfounded criticisms and politically motivated instigation. He said the government will terminate the service of anybody from the Manipur Police Department if found guilty in the drug-related cases, no matter what. He added that arrangements are underway by a special court of NDNPS to award befitting punishment to drug traffickers. The Chief Minister said that around 40 departmental inquiries involving police personnel regarding drug-related cases are going on. Mr. Birane said the government has destroyed poppy plantation at 1,400 acres of land in interior areas and has aided cultivated oft alternative cash crops. He said shroud of the public support by stating that the public has a great role eliminating drug meanage. Regarding the recent daylight robbery of cash and jewelry at the Ningombam Lamkai near Birtikendrajit International Airport, Chief Minister Nongthombam Birane said that culprits involved in the incident have been nabbed and investigations are going on. The contraband items which were consigned to flames are around 2 kilograms of 271 grams of heroin powder, around 273 kilograms of ganja, 5,80,000 World is Yours tablet, 1,22,000 SP capsules and 530 N10 tablets.
war on drug karino kamai taurino na khangam deba mayam am sunga sidi war on drugs yamna thawai yabu dong na naina re hoji. It's very good. War on drugs se kamai tawgibano karino se khang deba sing politicalized or kana naina ba hore. Apa ba khungang ni pot amagi demerit and merit laina ba hore se. Masi naina bi hoy bane. But don't try to mislead the peoples. CD BJP led government sigi yamna manung dagi yamna sak na nungai tana zati gi tungi mirol se kanna ba lauk foga la ki mission na mani kanam tana sigi mission si derail to busung amoy kanam tana sabotage to busung amoy until and unless ai khoi leiding gi bird laubne yaroi khabar da drug thingje na laubne yaroi ba drug thingga de khoi na torise tungilo drug jaga jaga da manung changa kana penetrate tor kana drug sungbam leramba thugai ba phari ba factory leramba thugai ba phari ba drug pusilapa mayam phari ba tauri ba even ai khoi gi police ki marak ta gi yauramba mi nimfu gi mathak ne koi police ta gi drug nap ta gi channel mise loina hoji moi mathak ta koi department inquiry torga amat ta thamoi drug ka hek channel na leramba yauramba police am ta loina terminate tong ne amat ta suspend ka tor thamoi department inquiry loina terminate tong ne.
RIMS and JANIMS directors will get the first shots of the coronavirus vaccine Covishield to kickstart the nationwide vaccination drive against coronavirus in Manipur on 16th of January. 54,000 vial COVID-19 vaccines Covishield, which arrived in Imphal yesterday, are being transported to different vaccination centers. Vaccination of all the state healthcare workers might take 2 months. Responding to Impact News at the press meet on the upcoming vaccination drive held at the conference hall of the Family Welfare today, Additional Chief Secretary Health P. Wi-Fi announced the same. He said state government aims to carry out the vaccination drive in 10 vaccination centers in the first phase with 100 doses per day, while for RIMS, 200 health workers will be vaccinated per day. He added that the second dose of the vaccine will be administered after a gap of 28 days. Hence, the entire process will take 60 days. P. Wi-Fi also said if extra Covishield doses arrived early and all 246 vaccination centers are operational, timed period of vaccinations of the healthcare workers might get shorter.
If the center is increased to 246, then the chances of getting it faster will be there. This will depend on the availability of the vaccine. Certain people are, looking at their personal condition also. I doctor ni haraga, I ngasi hek kap ya da bai I hangchang if you do ya I comfortable even with the kap ning bale bai. Then there are a lot of ifs and buts. The other thing is, it is very good decision as far as I see that we are starting with the doctors community and the healthcare workers community. They are the people who are most conscious about healthcare and healthcare management. So this is going to be a very big confidence boosting measure. Personally, when I went and interact with Director Jennings in their Jennings campus and thereafter with RIMS, Director RIMS in his office, as well as with CISA, I was very happy to note that the Director RIMS is slotted to be the first recipient of the Covishield vaccine. Similarly, the case is with Jennings and also with CISA Hospital.
Jennings Vaccination Center will also provide a facility for physicians to hold video conferences with the health officials in Delhi. Speaking to media, Additional Chief Secretary P. Wi-Fi disclosed that the present 12 vaccination events in the state have already started delivering COVID-19 vaccines to different vaccination centers. He said additional arrangements have been made to utilize more vaccination vans from the private hospitals if required. He informed that it will take around 6 weeks for the vaccines to take full effect in boosting the immune system after the first and second doses. Wi-Fi assured that doctors will be stationed in all the vaccination centers to monitor people from getting side effects after vaccination.
Jennings the Labor Center sida two-way communication facilities, video the Karigomba Dili dagi VIP sing na patient sing beneficiary hai tare hidak hangjaba kapasing da interaction mumba tawning ba tare bisu madugumba pudakta tawnaba facility thamjare. First dose, for example, 16 January after 28 days, the second dose will be given. Then the immunogenicity. That means masada hakchanga antibody immunity puthoknaba madugi sakti, it will take another 14 days. It takes a total of a gap of 4 weeks for the second dose, another 2 weeks. So it from the first vaccination, it will take about 6 weeks.
All set for the first phase of nationwide COVID-19 vaccination drive to be rolled out on the 16th of January. 100 healthcare workers of Thoubal district hospitals will be vaccinated on the first day. Thoubal CMO Dr. N. Jayanta said priorities will be given to frontline workers and those above 50 years of age.
Frontline workers, they be 50 years and above, they comorbid labor, mayam sing, the general public, we mayam sing, matang kapakani, obviously like vaccination, Serum Institute of Indiana Saga, Masi, and then section now. Yeng about Masi side effect, like the Nava Yeng about vaccine Makalamani, and then possessing the Mipai the Namasi, Katopiu, Haina Pintos again.
Manipur reported a single-day spike of 18 new confirmed cases of COVID-19. No death case was reported in the last 24 hours. As per State Health Department and COVID-19 Command Control Room, the press release at 5 p.m. today, Manipur's total confirmed COVID-19 cases have reached 28,787, out of which 446 are active cases. Manipur's death toll from COVID-19 remains at 365. On the positive note, 41 people were discharged in the past 24 hours and recovered cases have reached 27,976. State's recovery rate stands at 97.18%. Newly infected persons are all from the general population. They are 7 from Imphal East, 6 from Imphal West, 3 from the Churachandpur and 1 each from Senapati and Tamenglong district. All necessary medical precautionary measures like containment and contact tracing are in place. Old Manipur Road Transport Drivers and Motor Workers Union observed 32nd Drivers' Day at the union's office in MG Avenue today. The observance was held in a subdued manner this year owing to coronavirus pandemic. Only some eminent members of the union and surviving families of the deceased drivers and handymen attended the event. Attendees paid floral tributes to the portrait of late drivers and handymen of the union. Speaking to media, Union General Secretary Maimond Anil Maite said that the union has been observing Drivers' Day since 1990 with an aim to stop the harassment of drivers and handymen on the national highways. He appealed to those concerned to stop causing any inconveniences to the drivers and handymen commuting on the national highways. The union extended financial help to surviving families of 8 drivers and handymen who passed away in 2020 and pensioned to 4 aged drivers and handymen at their respective residence to mark today.
अखोई ड्राइवर्सु मियाम की सेवा तौजरेबनी हाइबा कनबो खोलाव लोइना चतखिबा मदुदगी निंगसिंगदुना ngasi फाउदा ड्राइवर्स डे ऑब्जर्वेशन हाइना ngasi फाउदा पांगथोक्तुरा लागली मणिपुर प्रजा मयाम यफमदा अखोइना अपील तौजनिंगबसु सांगलबा सिंगनबीसिंग असिदा नोंजुंगसा खाक्तना ड्राइवर्सिंग चलिबा म्यामसे मफम खुदिमक्ता ड्राइवर्सिंग की यंगलबा लेते मखोइबु नुक्सिना तौबियु ngasi पुरकलिबा अवाबा तारबा मणिपुर दजु हुजि अचौबा कोविड-19 की चैथेंग अमा लेरिबनी मसिगुंबा मयाम असि मरकसिदा सिबनाबा कीदना ड्राइवर्सिंगना लबीसिंगसिदा लौरिबा थौदांगसे मणिपुर दा लेरिबा सिंग तम अमदि पुनमक Manipur Praja Singh Kangviduna, driver Singhu Nuksibu, driver Singh Sinangasi Tauripi, Manipur Praja Punamakini, Havadu, Miam Pumuna, Singam Sung Tamdale, Pumuna, Kangviduna, driver Nuksibu has a Tamzani. Akoi Matung Tarapatu, Akoi driver Singh Sopunaba Panba, Kudung Tiba Punamasu, driver Union Lay have say, driver Miam Sukangi, Punamanusumasi, Paudana Honebu, I say, Miam from the Tamzari.
All Manipur Drivers Welfare Association also observed 32nd Drivers Day at the Moidang Pok Kaithel Manbi truck parking today. Association advisors Babu Dhond, President Somam Ganga, Vice President S. Tikend, Secretary Sanjoy, Secretary of Highway Truck Owners Welfare Organization Laishrant Ratan Kumar, and family members of late drivers attended the event. Old Manipur Petroleum Tanker Drivers Union also observed the 32nd Drivers Day at IOC complex in Malom today. Speaking on the occasion, Union President Y. Bhupend Chandra Ghosh appreciated drivers in the state for their roles and responsibilities. Attendees paid floral tribute to the portrait of the late drivers and handymen at the event.
Lenga si thena na bohona bada aduna koi ju machi chawthok na to bada kariba ko khara lei bedagi akoi pangthok je mathung da di coronavirus si control to bita de koi mau chaw ma chaw na pangthok che dani adu coronavirus ki matam machi da driver sing na lowi ba thokdang asi akoi ge essential commodity sing petroleum petroleum ku thol lai ba sing asi driver sing to jeri ba chi praja myam na nungsibiu.
All Sangai Yumpham Tata Magic Drivers Union also observed Drivers Day at Sangai Yumpham Community Hall today. Under Secretary of the Transport Department of the Manipur Government, Drs. Mayengbam Veto MCS appreciated drivers of the state who have been working for the state day and night on the occasion. Drivers were felicitated with humble gifts at the event. Education Minister Sorokaibam Rajend today inaugurated new buildings of Singhat Government High Schools and District Zonal Education Office constructed under School Fagat Hansi Mission. Speaking on the occasion, the Minister S. Rajend appealed to parents and guardians to have faith in government schools. He said government school teachers are well qualified to give a good education to students. He also assured that proposals to upgrade Singhat Government High School into a higher secondary will be tabled in the cabinet. Travel Affairs and Hills Minister Vongzagind Velte, Singhat MLA Gin Swan Hao Zo and officials of Education Department were present on the occasion.
Aikoigi higher secondary kra upgrade tawgadori bisdaida Singhat higher secondary so ai soidana yahonjage haibado honorable MLA amadi district in charge oiriba honorable minister amadi kulgi ningthau sing mangda lengchiliba punamaki mamangda ehangna aikoi Singhat high school je higher secondary ki thakta pukhanaba ha cabinet pukhalage haibasi ai insurance pijari aikoi punamangna school fagalanji misal honorable chief minister Sri Nongthongmam Biren gi makhada ngasi sangariba school la se Mai Pangna, Asigumba School Sidagi, Apaba Mahiroi Kayama, Apaba Satra Mayama Putoktana, Manipurgi Langak Sasan, the Yabangamba, the Gumba, Satra Kaya Putopangamba, Oishnu.
Manipur Social Welfare Department has signed a memorandum of understanding with New Delhi-based Health and Wealth Service Company called Alan Kit Assignment Limited to open a toll-free helpline for senior citizens. Social Welfare Department Director Ngangom Uttam and Assistant Vice President of Alan Kit Assignment Limited Sanjay Bhad signed the MOU witnessed by Social Welfare Minister Okram Henry at his quarter today. The MOU will be forwarded to National Institute of Social Defense, the Government of India, to get approvals for the final inking. The toll-free helpline number is expected to be launched in the state within 28th of February.
India government gi Makada, under the leadership of our Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji, Manipur gina, Honorable CM gi, Liting Prel Makada, toll free ma national helpline haitare, senior citizens in gi haitare, helpline nama loans to haitare sigi, anise agreement mutual understanding ama MOU in Nazabani haitare. Sisina later ma'am, all aged person ma'am assistance haitare, Kanikai Dakala, the telephone number, Tauraga, Awana ma'am, share Toraga, Sidat Lowy, and Mr. Lowy, and hanging our grievances, Malaramado, Department Ga, Alan Kit Limited Siga, MOU in Nazabani Highway projects within 28 February, whom among the companies in insurance, Piri Haitare, my loans on never get a public.
Outer Lok Sabha MP Dr. Lodho S. Fozi has assured of trying his best to table the proposals to upgrade RIMS hospital to the level of aims in the upcoming budget session of the Parliament. He was speaking at the opening of the revamped OPD and daycare ward of the RIMS Department of the Radiation Oncology today. MP Dr. Lodho said RIMS hospital has significantly improved as compared to the olden days, but it should continue striving to be even better. He called upon the hospital staff to cooperate and work for the welfare of the patients. He also appealed for public support in uplifting the hospital and urged the public for peaceful dialogue instead of the agitations in the event of any unwanted incidents. The Lok Sabha MP assured that he will try to find out one or the other ways to upgrade the hospital in case he is unable to table the proposal in the Parliament session. He mentioned that the same could not be tabled in the last Parliament session owing to its short tenure due to the COVID-19 pandemic. RIMS Director Professor A. Santa and other eminent persons were present on the occasion.
Prajasum mayam sumadu aims ki level si yauba si mayam ge apamba oibnena. You continue making noise but negative tahandaba. Masi oinana begi akhoisu kana de horna si aduga masi support PB ragadi karigi ngamdagani akhoisu we are your representative. We will continue to follow up with the desire of the people. Aspiration to yes, we will get all the inputs from the institute here, and then we will also work. Masi shoy da batawni handak ti susu ikui den akoi parliament session number budget session lakani. Masida akoi na pukhatning ba matam si phangdra di khangba ngamdra. COVID china yamna shimba session si cut short taw khraba. How ki ba session da akoi na hanging ba tawning ba yamna leram medubo COVID china hekta shumaina cut short taw bisida nuai ta khredle. Adu aragashu maybe parliament natragashu in and out of parliament tabak shubisi yabe yamle mado yare ba makai akhoi ngonda input to loine lairagadi we will work on it.
Fatal crashed between a two-wheeler and a Tata water tanker at Kwakaithel traffic point crossing in Imphal West district killed two girls today. The road misshaped occurred around 12 noon. Victims of the road accident are yet to be ascertained till the time of filing this report. The water tanker belonged to one the Prem of New Chekon, Imphal. Driver of the tanker is 23-year-old Konthaujam Boyai, son of Sajo of the Kakching Kuno. Registration number of the water tanker is MN02B8495. The Honda Dio belongs to Thaudam the Chinglembi, daughter of Nilachandra from the Kakwa Lamdaibung. As per the documents retrieved from the two-wheelers, Lumfeld Police Station has registered the case. Kakching District Police held a meeting with leaders of Sora village to raise awareness on the dangers of freeing domesticated animals on Asian Highway Imphal-More Road with an aim to prevent road mischiefs. A team led by Additional SP Law and Order Yumnamt Joyraj as DPO Kakching and Kakching OC attended the meeting held under the supervision of the Kakching District Police SP Victoria Yankomd. Police said that letting loose of domesticated animals on national highways is illegal and appealed to the villagers to prevent the same. Debate and Extension Secretary of Dhanmanjari College of Arts, Takilambam Suraj, has announced withdrawal of agitation against the transfer of Dhanmanjari College of Arts teachers. Speaking to media at Dhanmanjari College of Arts today, Suraj termed the sudden transfer of teachers as unfortunate. He alleged the government of failing to acknowledge the students applied and state the transferred order. He appealed to the government not to repeat such act again.
Dem College of Arts ki ozani transfer to we crisis sida khoi government na khoi students singi boy sibu tabiduna stay order thopire aduduna ozani si makhata na khoi college ta adum serve tawduna leirgani aduna hairiba students singi boy sing sibu government na consider tawduna seunba students singi kholaw sibu address tawi haisi state government na sibu appreciate tawi aduduga khoina makhata na sigumba thong si thohan dana bigdang ta state government su appeal tawjuri aduna khoina leiriba education amagi manung channa leiriba Dem College of Arts ki administrative block Dem College of Arts ki main gate kaya shutdown tawsanjurba adu ngasidagi hantokjare.
Earlier in the day, postgraduate and undergraduate students of Dhanmanjari University held protest demonstrations against the transfer of 2 teachers of a DM College of Arts. Protesting students staged a sit-in front of DM College of Arts in DM University campus. Police teamed led by Imphal Police Station OC Ingocha intercepted the agitating students from continuing the protest. Meanwhile, disarmed appealed to DM University to recruit teachers from the constituent colleges of the university who are qualified and who have fulfilled the UGC criteria while choosing faculty members of the university. Press release from disarm also appeals to resume the classes of the university students. Security has been beefed up in view of the upcoming Republic Day celebration. Bishnupur District Police Commando team has arrested a suspected cadre of proscribed UNLF along with arms. Acting on a tip of a combined team of Commando OCY Saktishen 29th Assam Rifled and Bishnupur Police personnel led by additional SP Operation W. Wangkhomba under the supervision of the Bishnupur SP arrested the suspected cadre from the Ngakcho Pokpi area around 4:30 p.m. yesterday while one fled away from the scene. They were allegedly attempting to attack the Bishnupur District Security Force. The arrested person is 40-year-old Kundongbam Lanjingba, son of the K.S. Brojendro from Wangkai Ningthem Pukrimapal of Imphal East District. Lanjingba reportedly confessed to be working under one UNLF self-styled Major Nongdon. Upon checking the polythene bag he was holding, the team found 1.32 mm magazine, 1 pistol, 1 M20 pistol magazine, 8 live bullets of the .32 mm, 1 IED gelatin bag weighing 415 grams, 2 detonators, 1 12V exit battery, 1 electronic safety fuse, 1 cordless remote controlled initiator, and 1 9V Duracell battery. Acting on Lanjingba's confession, police also recovered 1 black-colored Hyundai Tucson vehicle with no registration number. The arrested person, along with the seized item, has been handed over to Bishnupur Police Station and a case has been registered against him. A team of Narcotic and Affairs of the Border NAB Police Station has arrested 2 miscreants in possession of the contraband drugs near Samuro oil pump, Mayailambi. The team arrested 33-year-old Muhammad Zahir Ali, son of Muhammad Razauddin, and 26-year-old Muhammad Ali Amzad, son of Muhammad Azad, both from the Fundrei Awang Leikai in Thoubal district around 5:30 p.m. yesterday. They were coming in a Tata truck bearing registration number MN01AA1307 with suspected 442 grams of heroin number 4 powder. concealed in 34 soap cases. NAB police station has registered a case against them. Various women organizations of the state have submitted a memorandum to various ministers and MLAs demanding re-investigation of the former ADC Chandal's chairman Lukosai Jo's case. Member of Old Manipur Women's Social Reformation and Development Samaj, AMKIL, Tami Chingmi, THANIL, Kwaramban Nupi Kaithel Semgat Sagatpa Lupt, Nongpok Lengak Apunba Nupi Lupt, ANUL Vishnupur, NIMPAL Ichald and Thaubald Imalupt, led by Nupi Samaj President T.S. Ramani, submitted a memorandum regarding the saint to work Minister Thongam Vishwarjit, Pesamthong MLA L. Jayant Kumar, and the Ketragao MLA Nahakpam Indrajit today.
Nishana mangi ga do buse jati bijati akhoi ki kemini ga amma to ba khanna chaina ba wa amata leijade athakpa ayon ba achaba na ngau da na thing ba khoi na ngau da ngasi Manipur si manghong wa tare hai da na chi pija bani akhoi na piri bi che mayam mun na pa bi ga na iram dam je amtang kana ba ausi karora kuntare adagi moi kare ya adu mayam ma phari bo bose kadai da lai rage kam to hage mayam punna thiminaraga iram dam je sari ba kholi ba tauri ba mayam se amuk tati phana ya me phari mayam se adu kadai se khar noi do puna mang mantri mandon taru ba ko pijari ba puna mangna amuk ta punchen naraga amuk ta khi biyo haidra na si ko si pidra allo ba ko no ko se chali hi ko.
Protest demonstrations condemning the acquittal of former ADC Chandal's chairman Lukosai Jo in the 2018 multi-crore drug case continue. Members of the Pangai Yangdong Youth Development Association, along with women vendors of the Pangai Bazaar and locals, jointly staged sit-in chanting various slogans at the Pangai Bazaar in Imphal West District today. Well, now it's time for a small commercial break. After the break, we bring you updates on coronavirus cases in India and the world. We will be back with details after the break. Until then, keep watching Impact News.
G-Men's Samsung NEET 2021 की pattern da online test series की दमक registration होजरे. NEET IIT G aspirants सिंगना Acad Imphal Valley Academy घरी दा registration तवी बयारगनी. Course असी दा individual doubt clearance, test paper analysis, अमसुंग practice problems की खुदोंग साबसु फंगबिगनी. 15 January हाव की मनुंग दा register तवी बयागनी.
Solar water heater available 150 LPD. Please contact Farmson, Hairangoi West, Ningthemsa Karong, Imphal West. Contact number 961239130 9862669522.
Ichabu mahitam hanba haibasi mama mapa singna machada piba ngamba khwaidigi chabu khudoni. Slopland Public School, biggest and the finest residential school, Manipur gi oina lemjuningai oiraba, mahei tampam ama oiriba, khwaidigi junaraba mafamda semgatlaba, CBSE the affiliate toba higher secondary school oiri. Icha singbu admission tawidana mama mapa singna machada piba ngamba, khwaidigi chabu khudol oibiu, ichagi phazabalam chat sajati ahombadu ubiu, Slopland Public School Khongjom.
Banthubi Housing Finance Company Limited, regulated by RBI, specified as a financial institution by the Ministry of Finance, Government of India under SARFASI Act 2002. First license holder public limited housing finance company in the entire northeastern region of India, completed its 15 years of service. Provides home loan with a subsidy amount up to Rs 2.67 lakh under PMAY Credit Link Subsidy Scheme, PMAY CLSS Housing for All by 2022 mission. Government or private employees, businessmen can apply. For more details, kindly contact Banthubi Housing Finance Company Limited or Reporter Mamlaikai Imphal.
Welcome back after the break. You're watching Primetime English Bulletin. India recorded 16,946 new cases of COVID-19, taking the country's COVID-19 cash lot to 1,512,093 in the last 24 hours. As per the Union Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, that toll has reached 1,51,727 with 198 new fatalities. Death toll has reached 1,51,727. On the positive note, 17,652 people were discharged across the country in the last 24 hours, rising the recovered cases to 1,146,763. Country's recovery rate touches 96.52%. Kerala has the highest infection of above 65,000 active cases, followed by Maharashtra with above 53,000 active cases. Globally, coronavirus has infected above 9,28,88,000 people. Above 1,9,89,000 people have died, and recoveries are above 6,64,32,000. United States of America has the highest infection of above 92,47,000 active cases in the world, followed by India and Brazil, while China, from where the pandemic started, stands at 82nd position with 885 active cases of COVID-19. Relief items were donated to COVID-19 infected journalists of Impact News and ISTV who are being treated at PR English School, Kakching COVID Center and COVID Care Center, Lamboi Kongnang Kong today. Dr. Roman Kumar Kundrakpam distributed the items under the initiative of his father, Menjor Mangang, State Executive Member of the BJP Manipur Pradesh, Kundrakpam Kakching District. Police Additional SP Law and Order Yumnam Joiras, Desham and the Hyanglam Development Forum also extended relieved items to the family of Impact News reporter Langbom Mushuk, who is currently undergoing treatment for COVID-19. A self-help group has been formed at Langmeidong Ward number 10 by 10 under the initiative of Dr. H. Jitend, intending candidate of 2022 General Assembly election from Hyanglam Assembly constituency. Dr. H. Jitend extended monetary help to the self-help groups of 58 women members at the Langmeidong Maning Mamang Leikai today. Speaking on the occasion, the intending candidate assured of more help in the future. He also mentioned that a self-help group of more than 100 members in the Tongzhou has been formed and necessary monetary help has been extended.
Sida natana koina darka la gadi makoi phi sa bolon cha ba to boda inkol gi kari ga hagani darka le ba gadi koina pinna ba koi group semba hauba da ngairi maside koina agre tor kani promoter kani development gi si ayam ba ring round gi unadi club ka kucham naraga tawbiya ba thabok tawbi imai ben singi mera sang aduga koi gi market sa ba gumba laisang sa bhai tare maside faces bi Sen basi ayamba jiki di what trying to see lo chale aduga to pada PDC jaga jaga ko na polling amada ani level yawi aduga polling amada home level yawi hari ba jaga jaga jigo oina pi basi langmoidong home polling odi base masida ayamba maximum lo chale no boyare.
All Manipur Working Journalists Union condole the untimely demise of the former Amju General Secretary, senior journalist Sorokhaibam Nalendra, who passed away yesterday. Sorokhaibam Nalendra also served as the editor of Eastern Standard Delhi. Press release from Amju eulogized the late senior journalist for his tremendous role in journalism. Amju's standing committee held a condolence meet and also shared the griefs of his bereaved family. A middle-aged woman was found unconscious at Wahangbam Laikai in Imphal West District under City Police Station this morning. Impact News sources said the woman is 50-year-old Thangjam Bina, wife of a T.H. Kalachand from Nambol Kamong Wang Laikai. City Police Station team led by S.I.L. Jensen has taken the woman to RIMS Hospital. Kakching Wai Kunzampad Playground Development Beneficiary Committee a conglomerate of the 4 clubs of Kaching Wairi, namely SAO, AOV, KTC and KPSC, appeals to extend possible help in the ongoing renovation of a deplorable Kaching Wairi Kunjampad ground by the committee. Imphal Municipal Corporation Ward number 26 Corporator Maibond Faume laid the foundation stone for fencing construction around the Kalibari Mandir's sacred pond in Mantri Pukhi today. Fencing will be constructed under the 15th Finance Commission in the interest of Hindu devotees in the area. Members of R.K. Sanatomba Memorial Trust condole the untimely demise of the former trustee Laishramt Basanta from the Sega Road. Trust members observe 2-minute silence as a mark of respect to the departed soul and also share the griefs of his bereft family. Delhi International Airport today got first of its kind genome sequencing laboratory. A first of its kind genome sequencing laboratory was launched at the New Delhi International Airport for testing samples of all the travelers arriving into the country who test positive for COVID-19. The positive samples will be genome sequenced to identify and contain the new mutant variant of SARS-CoV-2, the virus that causes COVID-19 detected in the UK and other countries. Dr. Vinod Pal, a member, Health Niti Ayog and Chairman National Expert Group on the Vaccine Administration for COVID-19 inaugurated the lab. India has started genome sequencing of COVID-19 positive samples of UK returnees soon after the flight from UK were suspended on 23rd of December last year. The total number of persons found to be positive with the new UK variant genome stands at 102 as on Wednesday. A massive fire broke out in the nursing room of Safdarjung Hospital this afternoon due to a short circuit. Fire engines were rushed to the hospital to battle the blaze. No injury has been reported. The fire broke out on the 4th floor of the hospital. It was doused shortly. Safdarjung Hospital is one of the biggest government hospitals in New Delhi. More details awaited. President of Supreme Court Bar Association SCBA, Dushyant Dev resigned from his post on Thursday, stating that he had forfeit right to continue as the leader of the Bar Association, noting that the tenure of the Executive Committee of SCBA has already ended. Dev is in his briefed letter stated that it may not be possible to hold a virtual election as per schedule due to reservation held by some lawyers. Dev also thanked each members of the SCBA for the help and cooperation rendered during the COVID-19 pandemic. He had recently represented a few farmer unions before the Supreme Court in the case of the constitutional challenge to the 3 farmed eggs. The court had thereafter stated the implementation of the 3 farm laws. Senior advocate Chandra Uday Singh has also tendered his resignation as a member of the executive senior SCBA. Now the news from the world of sports. Manipur's Neroka Football Club and Trao Football Club are facing each other in the 10th match of the 14th Hero I-League at West Bengal's Kalyani Municipal Stadium on 15th of January at 7 p.m. League matches are being played at 4 stadiums in Kolkata. Speaking to media, Neroka Football Club head coach Gif Raikand said Neroka Football Club will give its best to win the match. He added Neroka Football Club's match pitted against Traw Football Club will be a tough one, as Traw Football Club is one of the best teams. Speaking to media, Traw Football Club head coach Nanda Kumar said tomorrow's match is a crucial one for Traw Football Club. He said his team will give its best, as its previous match against Real Kashmir resulted in a draw. The entire edition of the 14 Hero I-League, which kicked off on January 9, is being played in the secured by bubbles and is India's first ever sports competition in 2021 across all sports since the COVID pandemic lockdown. In the first round, all teams played each other once, leading to a top 6 championship stage, which will be divided into 2 groups. In Group A, each of the top 6 play each other, with the eventual winner being decided on the basis of highest point accumulated across the 15 games, while in the Group D, all teams played against each other once to determine the relegation. Point will be carried forward from the league phase into the second round. People can witness tomorrow's live match at One Sports channeled, and the match will also be live streamed at Neroka Facebook page. Former members of the Manipur Olympic Association, the Salam Sanatomba, has passed away. He breathed his last at his residence in Thangweiband, Hijamd, Laikai on 6th of January. Late Sanatomba also served as the president of Old Manipur Football Association, AMFA. Members of the Manipur Olympic Association held a condolence meet upon his demise. They eulogized Sanatomba for his prodigious roles in uplifting football sports in the state. Attendees observed 2-minute silence as a mark of respect to the departed soul and share griefs of his bereaved family. Hyald Young Popular Club is all set to kick off the 4th Pradhan Trophy state level 7th side men's open football tournament at Ibudho Ikop Ningthau Maru Nongshaba playground tomorrow. Altogether, 25 teams from across the state, subdivided into 8 groups, will compete in the tournament. Marupt Football Club Hairog and Dress House Football Club Patsoi will play the first league match tomorrow at 1 p.m. Jiri District Cricket Association was formed and 13th executive members were inducted today. Jiri Bams and Budhachandra and S. Priyo Kumar will serve as association's president and the general secretary respectively. Australia will start their last 4th test match at Gabba Cricket Stadium in Brisbane tomorrow at 5:30 p.m. The match, being hosted by Australia, will continue till January 19th. In the November 27 test match played at Adelaide, host Australia defeated India by 8 wickets, and in the December 26 second test match played at Melbourne, India defeated Australia by 8 wickets, while the third test match played on January 7 at Sydney Cricket Ground ended in a draw. Both the countries will try their best to win tomorrow's match. So far in Test cricket, Australia ranks number 1, followed by India at 2nd rank and New Zealand at the 3rd place. Well, that's all we have in this bulletin, but before we wind up, let's take a glimpse at the headlines once again. Chief Minister Nongtombam Birane said a blast contraband drug worth over 34 crore rupees in international market. Birane says the police involved in the drug trading won't be spared. RIMS and the Janim's director will get first shots of the Covishield to kickstart nationwide vaccination drive against coronavirus in Manipur on the 16th of January. Manipur reports 18 new confirmed cases of COVID-19, 41 recoveries in last 24 hours, no COVID fatality for past 5 consecutive days. Death toll remains 365. Various drivers' union observed the 32nd Drivers' Day 2021 in subdued manner. People pay tributes to late drivers and handymen. India records 16,945 new COVID-19 cases, taking country's COVID-19 tally above 1 crore 5 lakh. Recovery rate stands above 96%. And Neroka Football Club will take on Trao Football Club in 10th match of ongoing 14th Hero I-League at West Bengal's Kalyani Municipal Stadium on the 15th of January at 7 p.m. Well, thank you so much for being with us. Coming up next is Primetime Manipuri Bulletin, which will be presented by our anchor, Mem Thoinu Henbi. In the meantime, for more news and information, please do not hesitate to follow Impact TV on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube. Until then, have a great evening and always stay safe.
Dr. Namayrakpam Johnson, son of N. Jitendro